Folks, as you know, today is the Michigan and Arizona primary. There's every reason to believe that Mitt Romney will persevere in Arizona. However, in Michigan, this is a place where he loves the size of the trees. Remember that. And cars. Loves cars. Mitt Romney may very well lose. If he loses by 0.0000001%, he's in big trouble. If he loses by more than that, he's in big trouble too. And, however, if he wins handily, we'll probably have Rick Santorum to bash around for a while. But I thought today might be a fun day to finally replay some prank phone calls I made to Rick Santorum's offices back in the day. I don't know, when did I make these, you know? Back in 2006, maybe? 2007?
2007. October of 2007.
And these were Rick Santorum. I think he might have been, this must have been when he was running for re-election. And it surfaced that in 2002, he had written a piece in, I think it's Catholic, I don't know, it's a Catholic.org. I don't know what the name of the magazine. Talking about why, well, first of all, claiming that essentially the priest pedophilia scandal in the Catholic Church was basically only took place in Boston. And he basically attributed it, well, let me quote. He said, it's startling that those in the media and academia appear most disturbed by this aberrant behavior, since they have zealously promoted moral relativism by sanctioning private moral matters such as alternative lifestyles. He's basically saying, I can't believe there's anybody in the liberal media who's upset about this pedophilia because they've been promoting this for however much period of time. And he writes, priests, like all of us, are affected by culture. When the culture is sick, every element in it becomes infected. While it's no excuse for this scandal, it's no surprise that Boston, a seat of academic, political, and cultural liberalism in America, lies at the center of the storm. So essentially, Rick Santorum is saying that, you know, people in Boston, loose with their morals, slutty, if you will. So it's no surprise that, of course, Catholic priests would be pedophiles. So this set off a couple alarms for me. As you know, I grew up in Massachusetts, in Worcester, just outside of Boston. And I spent some time in Boston. And I thought maybe Rick Santorum was the go-to guy to get some answers that had been bugging me for years. Let's play the first of these phone calls. I believe this is his Washington office. I'm not 100% sure.
Good afternoon, Senator Santorum's office.
Hi, this is Sam Seder. I'm the chastity reporter for the Majority Report. I wanted to find out, I've read Senator Santorum's statements as reported by the Globe today, and I want to find out if he had any information about how many sluts were in Boston.
I can patch you through to the press office, and hopefully they'll be able to help you out with a response.
Okay. I mean,
Can I give you their number?
Sure. That's not information that you guys have there at the office, though, is it?
The press office's number? I can give you that, yes.
No, I mean the number of sluts that are in Boston.
If you wanted a response regarding an issue that was in a newspaper, I have to pass you off to the press office, sir.
Do you think there'll be any chance that they'll be able to tell me about specific individuals? Because I spent some time in Boston, and I had a girlfriend. Her name was Mary Casanova, and frankly, she cheated on me.
Okay. The number is 202.
Yeah.
224.
Right.
0610.
So do you know if they'll have any specific answers on any particular people in particular, or?
If you want a response regarding an article about the senator, you'll have to check with the press office. We're really not allowed to comment on things like that from this office.
Oh,
because we're an official office and we do like official casework or things of that nature. So
if I wanted,
they'll be able to help you out as best as they can.
If I wanted to report a specific person in Boston being slutty, would this be the office that I would talk to?
You'll have to check with them.
But if I had a specific case of sluttiness, would you guys be handling it?
Sir, you're going to have to call a number.
Okay. Everything's hush-hush about this over there, huh?
You can check with the press office if you'd like.
Loose lips sink ships. You know what I mean?
You have a good day, sir.
Okay, great. Bye-bye.
So I needed to pursue this. And so I called I must have called the Washington office next. And here is that call.
Good afternoon, press office.
Yeah, is this Senator Santorum's office?
Yes, this is his press office. Can I help you?
Yeah, this is Sam Seder. I'm the chastity reporter for the Majority Report, and I'm recording this for potential broadcast. I have read the piece in the Boston Globe, and I was wondering if you guys had any information as to how many sluts are in Boston.
Excuse me?
How many sluts are in Boston, like sexually loose people?
You want to know if I have any information on that?
Yeah, I mean, I presume that there is some data about how many sluts, like loose, sexy types of people in Boston that you guys might have to back up the claim. I mean, I actually, I lived in Boston for a time, and I ran into a couple of them, frankly. So, but if you had a number, that would be great.
A number of what?
How many sexually loose people are in Boston?
Okay, I don't think that we have any information on that.
Would you have information on any specific sluts? I mean, I dated a girl named Mary Casanova there, and she cheated on me multiple times in a sexual manner. And I mean, I'm just looking for some data to. I know the piece in the Globe.
Okay, well,
you know what
unfortunately,
I'm talking about, right?
it looks like we're not going to be able to help you.
Senator Santorum said that Boston had a lot of sluts. I just want to know if you guys had any hard numbers.
Unfortunately, we do not have any information for you.
Is it? I mean, do you know? Is it more than like 5,000 sluts?
Well, as I just said, we have no information for you. Thank you.
Wait, can I ask you? Hello?
So I guess at this point, I don't know where I call. I placed one more call because at the time, I really wanted this data. You don't want to go into a city without knowing how many loose people with loose sexual mores are there. And so at the time also I was the chastity reporter for the Majority Report. I've since been promoted and to senior chastity reporter. But here it is.
We're sorry, but we're unable to take your call at this time. But if you leave a name, number, and detailed message, we will return your call as soon as possible.
Hey, Tim, this is Sam Seder again from the Majority Report. Listen, I called the press office, and I could not get an answer. I am trying to follow up on how many sluts are in Boston. Right now I have about a half dozen on a list. I think I mentioned to you that one was a former girlfriend, if you could call her that. And then there was a couple of guys I knew who were in the same dorm as me who were always going out and messing around. They weren't technically from Boston. I actually think one of the guys was actually from Pennsylvania, which is sort of ironic. But I was wondering if there's any way you could get back to me. I am trying to run with this story, and the people in D.C. could not help me. They said they did not have the data on how many sluts are in Boston. I don't need just sluts. Anybody, I guess, who was really sexy or anything like that would be good. So if you could give me a call back, that would be mucho apreciado. That was supposed to be Spanish. Thanks.
Yeah, I was never very good at language. So the Spanish didn't come out so right. But So Rick Santorum hopefully will become the nominee, and we can crack this case wide open. I think he did. I think it must have been he responded to those comments in the Globe saying that Boston is a place where there's loose sexual morals, and you know, it's tough to argue, at least based on my own personal experience. It was like you couldn't. I went to law school there, and you couldn't walk down the street without like getting propositioned. Very loose, sexy.